As currency issues continue to rage in Zimbabwe, Finance Minister Professor Ncube says adopting the US dollar as a currency is not real currency reformation. This is said at a Global Shapers community event held in the capital on Friday, where young entrepreneurs were gathered under the theme Road to Davos.
Accepting the US dollar as the only legal tender is not currency reform. That's capitulation. What kind of people are we that we can't even have our own currency?
Quizzed on the time frame for his currency reforms, he said he intended to bring meaningful currency reforms within the next 12 months.
And all of the speculation and price hikes is a result of the lack of currency reforms. So are you in a position to give a more maybe concrete response in terms of months, weeks, days, years to allow young people to plan for their lives?
It's months, less than 12 months.
Question remains, will the economy survive the 12 months before the prevailing harsh economic conditions that are currency related are addressed? The president of the Confederation of Zimbabwean Industries, Mr. Sifelani Jabangwe, called for speedy government intervention or else several manufacturers would be forced to close by mid-February.
Even if we pay, we still need about 2-3 weeks at least for the goods to come in. So that will mean sometime in February, a number of companies will have to close. This was highlighted, some of our members last year, some of them lost in between 70 to 80 days.
The minister, prior to the assumption of his duties, appreciated dollarization as an interim measure toward introduction of a Zimbabwean currency.
So I would say the immediate course of action is to remove the bond note, let the US dollar again be the core currency of focus. But over time, we have to bring back the Zimbabwe domestic currency. That's what will deal with liquidity issues in a very big way, and it's very successful.
Upon his appointment, he still highlighted the need for a Zimbabwean currency.
Well, every country needs a stable currency, a credible currency, a currency that investors can rely on. The Zimbabwe experience has been a transitory experience, all building towards a stable currency that will be issued in future.
With the worsening economic situation and delayed meaningful economic reforms, such sentiments are growing in the general populace.
Do you think the actions and what you're saying is building confidence and establishing trust with us as your constituents, if I can say that? Because everything you're saying, you are not answering fuel, healthcare, you're not answering high fees with your policies. You are denying that the US dollar and the bond note are not equal. We don't trust you. Please make us do something to show us that we can trust you and that you're building and establishing confidence as business.
In the meantime, the troubled nation awaits meaningful economic reforms. For Equity Access News, Ibn Mabunda.